Hello, this is Blake Goforth at Shawnee Community College, and I'm the Career Services Coordinator here. I want to now take a time to look at the resume builder aspect of Career Coach. This is really awesome, and it's really simple. It makes writing a resume very easy, and most of the aspect of it is like fill in the blank and drop down or click to add. So it's really handy. So we're going to go ahead and click on the resume builder. I will go ahead and log in. And I have made a resume before, so you can kind of see what it's taken. But basically what I need to do is simply, it has contact information. So I'll come down here to edit, and I simply just put in my name, my email address. Again, you just fill these boxes out, city, state, zip, and then a phone number, which is my office phone number here. And you just save and close, and then you have that information. Next, work experience, and you see I've put in some random things, but I'll give an example. So we're going to remove that last one, and I'll put that back in. So select past jobs. So let's say that I worked at the city pool as a lifeguard. So I'm going to type in lifeguard. Okay. So I click that. Now, again, I didn't do ski patrol and any other recreational stuff, so I'm going to delete that. Just going to put lifeguard. Now, what we have over here, employer, let me just say, and you see I've typed in before, we're going to put city pool. And I can do Anna, I can do Jonesboro City Pool. We can get one in Jonesboro. Let's say I worked there from June 2012 to August 2012. Or if you're still working there, you can click I currently work there. But if you look over here to the right, there'll be different selected work tasks that I might have done. So I need to read through these. Rescue distressed persons using techniques and equipment. Yes, I was trying to do that. Patrol or monitor recreational areas such as trail slopes, swimming. No, I did the swimming area, but that's in general, that's not really what I did. Contact emergency medical personnel in case of serious injury. Yes, we did have occasion when we did that. Examine injured persons, administer first aid or CPR if necessary, using training and medical supplies. Yes, we did that. Maintain pool water with chemicals. We did that. Complete and maintain records of weather, beach kit. No, I didn't really do that. Inspect recreational facilities for cleanliness. Yeah, we did that. And so all these are adding down here to these saved tasks that will show up. Now, I can also say, Dave, private. Let me spell that, swim lessons. I can add that as a custom. Made bank deposits. So again, I can tailor it to do whatever I need. If there's none of these, then I can just put exactly what I did in there. But a lot of these should, or at least part of them should have to do with what you were doing, because it's pulling different things that you probably had or did as a task or responsibility in that job. So I have all these different things. So I'm going to save and close. I could add another past job, but I'm going to save and close. So again, you can see I've done this a few times, but there's all our stuff. Lifeguard, city pool, from the dates, Jonesville, Illinois. This is some of the stuff that I did. If I want to add more work experience, I can do that. If I want to remove it, I just move it. If I want to edit it, I can edit it. Same with, I'm going to remove this. I'm going to add educational history. So select your degree. You see it's a lot of, you can drop down and fill in the blank. So it's kind of like making a profile for a social media page or something like that. It's very, very easy. So I'm going to do education. Just going to make this up, give myself let's give myself 4.0. Why not? City and state, Illinois. And school, Shawnee Community College. And let's say that I went from August of 2020 to May of 2022. Save. And so you see all the history, and then there we are. Associate's degree in education, Shawnee Community College. There's the date, Illinois, GPA 4.0. And then we could add more. The skills. So again, this is based off some of the other things. I can edit this, or I can, lease laptops. If I worked in the library now, online databases, and I like to work in libraries, student services, everything like that. I can add skills. So I can do our custom skills, customer service, desk, do things like college tour, you can search for jobs, you can do relevant skills, you can do by your work. So again, mowing, did a lot of that when I worked at the grounds crew, barista, handling cash, whatever. Again, so depending on what kind of job, if it's customer service, definitely want to put that in there. If it's dealing with money, if I'm trying to get a job at a bank, cash handling, using a cash register, different skills I want to highlight for different jobs. And that's where those, being able to hold up to 6 comes in really handy. So I save and close that. We're going to add that to my resume. And then again, if you have a professional link, if you have a design portfolio, if you have your own personal website, if you have Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn page, or, again, photography portfolio of your work, or videography photo collage of your work, if you're an artist, or if you're, in business, or if you're in public relations and you have pitch books and you want to showcase that, then you can just simply copy your URL in there and give it a title, and it will pop up on your resume for your future employers to look at. So I'm going to bypass that because I don't want to put anything on there right now. But so it looks like we're basically done. So we're going to go up here to resume options, download my resume. So we'll pull it up in Word. And so you see, and a lot of times, we want this to be, one page. So, some of these things we might, we might delete some of these things if they're not pertinent to what we are applying for. Because a lot of times they do want you to have a 1 page. So some of that may be beneficial, some of it may not. And you can kind of rearrange it, but this is the beauty of it, is that it spits out this really clean, nice looking resume, and it doesn't take you very long at all to make it. Again, it's mostly drop downs and entering in the box. So let's say I want to add those instead of the commas. I want to distinguish, so I'm going to edit. I can just go through and edit. Let's say I want to change the font. I want to change the size. So I can do a lot of different things as I edit it. So again, this is a really good way to get a real clean resume in 5 to 10 minutes, really. And then you can go through and then you can kind of customize it in Word, and you can go through, and if you want to, change things or underline things, you can do that. Again, you want to make sure that it's consistent throughout, but if you want to change things or do things of that nature, if you want your education to come first, you can copy and paste, and you can move it up in front of your work experience, or if you vice versa. So you see, there you go. You can do a lot of different things, and I can continue to play with this and design and have fun with it and make it more reflective of myself. But again, for 5 or 10 minutes of inputting in boxes and drop down menus. It really helps. And you can have a really clean looking resume in no time at all. So you can save it, and you can have that on file. And then for jobs on the work opportunities, you already have that, and you can just upload it there. Or, when you're looking at careers, you can do it the live job postings. If it redirects you to, a website, and you can go ahead and upload that there. So you can do a lot of stuff within Career Coach, and it's just very handy. So hopefully you'll utilize that soon, and it can be as easy as I've showed you. I appreciate it. Thank you.